Okay. Ignore the stupid power inverter beeping. Let me know if you can hear me. Are we good on audio? Audio check. Are we good? Want to know if I'm good on audio before continuing, so please let me know. Okay. Alright. We are going to cook here in a bit. I'm going to have to turn my vehicle on, so... My bad. Power inverter, what are you doing? Sorry, this is a chaotic mess. I apologize. Okay, let me do what I was originally trying to do and get my iPad and the face cam set up so we can discuss hurricane, well, currently Tropical Storm Beryl. It was previously a hurricane, has impacted Jamaica in the past, and then it impacted Mexico, the Yucatan Islands. Am I being filmed by this news guy? Probably. There's a news guy off to my right. Or news people off to my right. Okay. Anyways, let's get going so I can cook some food and stuff. I will get caught back up on chat here in a little bit. I'm trying to... It's not really... I'm just going to disconnect that because it's not working whatsoever. So once again, if you guys have any questions regarding current Tropical Storm Beryl, please ask them in the comments. I will eventually look at comments myself after I kind of go over some of this. Okay, if my internet would cooperate. Our amazing team of mods can also answer some questions as well, hopefully. I'm trying to look at chat as I go as well, but why is this site not wanting to work now? Okay, let's see if Tropical Tidbits will work. God, everything is running so freaking slow. So slow. Come on. Good grief. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Sorry if I'm a little bit more goofy or act weird. I've been driving for like the past 12 hours. I am exhausted. And I need food desperately bad. So, first off, for the most reliable, up-to-date information regarding this hurricane, this tropical storm that's going to soon become a hurricane, probably tomorrow yet again, or any future hurricanes, first of all, National Hurricane Center, nhc.noaa.gov. But then I also highly recommend Tropical Tidbits, which is what I'm currently using. Super awesome site, super user-friendly, honestly more user-friendly than the government National Hurricane site, but obviously you saw the homepage previously. Here's the current information on Tropical Storm Beryl. The maximum winds are 50 knots, so I think that's right around 60 miles per hour is what it's kind of been hanging around at. The pressure is down to 993 millibar. There's a lot of stuff you can check out on here. They've even got the global plus hurricane models. They've got all the ensembles from the GFS, the GEPS ensembles. They got the intensity guidance. You can also go take a look at the aircraft recon, which I believe on this site updates basically in real time as the hurricane hunters release this information. But you can see most recent mission, you can see the past missions. So just a really cool website. We can go ahead and take a look at satellite imagery. So we'll just go ahead and select Tropical Storm Beryl. We'll let this load a little bit. Once again, I will get caught back up on chat and questions as well as we continue this. But as you can see earlier today, well actually this morning, 5 o'clock this morning, you know, it was, I wish I could draw in here. I need to figure out a way to draw. But down in the lower right, that would be more towards the Yucatan area. And this morning around like 5 a.m., it was looking kind of how it did now. And then today it has kind of re-strengthened. Never was able to fully redevelop that eye wall. And we can also go ahead and change, let's go to true color because that's more classic satellite look. The storm has been battling dry air all day long around that western side, I believe, southwest side. So that dry air is trying to wrap all the way around from what is considered the eye, or any eye trying to form. So it's been really battling that. It's still battling some shear, so it's still struggling. However, just because it's still struggling, don't let your guard down if you know, or if you live down here yourself, along the Texas coast, anywhere from Houston, shoot, even clear up by the Louisiana, Texas border, you know, clear down to near Brownsville, Texas, all along the Texas coast. You need to keep your eyes on this thing because this thing has the potential to massively intensify tomorrow throughout the day. Really what it continues to do throughout tonight into tomorrow is going to determine basically the fate for the Texas coastline, so to speak, of how bad the impacts are going to be. Let me pull up Radar Omega. Was hoping it would show it was downloaded. Sometimes it doesn't like to show it's downloaded because we on Radar Omega here love to use it to track hurricanes as well. You can switch to satellite on here once it loads. Come on, come on. Okay, let's go over here to satellite. You can do a lot of cool things with Radar Omega here. Really love Radar Omega, especially on my computer and my iPad. And then you can select. They actually have a specific satellite for Tropical Storm Beryl and Hurricane Beryl. Let me change it over here to clean. I did not really have this iPad set up for the hurricane yet. That's not what I want. Okay, let's do cone. Let's do projected track. And that should update here in a second. Maybe. Well, cool. You can even turn on the hurricane hunter things. Okay, I don't know why it's not turning on the track. But yeah, you can see here on Radar Omega, you can see the hurricane. Really wish the track would load. I don't know why that's not loading, but last I saw, which I need to take another look at it, track was basically going to go pretty much center of where I'm at. Yeah, things are still trying to load. I really should have had this prepped, but I was really not all that ready. So yeah, we've already got, see, I believe the pink is hurricane warnings. Yeah, there's already hurricane warnings. There's storm surge warnings. Okay, there we go. Now it's very, very slowly. My iPad is struggling hardcore. I need to get a new iPad. Well, I need to get a laptop, actually. Continue to let this load. Sorry, guys. I am going to have to cook food here soon, though. I am freaking starving. Okay. I'm getting impatient waiting for that to load up. So I'm just going to go over here to Tropical Tidbits, Current Storms. Plus this iPad is really freaking hot, so it is, it's struggling hardcore. And we will just go, I want the home page. So homepage, they, on here, they have a direct link to the National Hurricane Center. Okay, there we go. Now I can get this to actually load. And we can take a look at the warning and cone thing, just for some timing. So currently 7 p.m. Saturday, you know, it's out over here in the Gulf of Mexico, still a ways offshore from Texas. 1 p.m. Sunday, expected to be a hurricane, getting closer to the Texas coastline. And then 1 a.m. Monday, as of right now, this will change a lot. This will change a lot over tomorrow. I'm expecting that time frame to kind of jump up and down. So we really probably won't know an exact timefall till tomorrow, or landfall timefall, till tomorrow afternoon. I do believe the timefall for the landfall is, so technically it's considered landfall when the eye is like halfway across, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure though, because I'm still learning a lot about hurricanes myself and stuff. So there will actually be outer eye wall, God dang, I told you I am freaking exhausted. There will be outer eye wall bands that impact probably throughout tomorrow, and then just continue as that hurricane comes on shore. So kind of my tentative plan, I went over this with my mods earlier. Tomorrow I'm gonna, you know, I gotta go scout out locations. Right now I'm in Port Lavaca or something like that. So we do have a view of the ocean, which I will show that, well, I think it leads into the ocean. Well, obviously, ignore me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I am so tired. I need food. And then by 1 p.m. Sunday, it's expected to be, once again, a tropical storm is what I believe the S is. Let me just double check. I thought they had... Oh, well... Yeah, I think Tropical Storm is, but this 1 p.m. Monday, this will change a lot, like I said, throughout tomorrow. But yeah, my tentative plans, I gotta go scout out locations to basically ride this thing out around in this area. I kind of want to stay in this area so I can kind of go for an eye wall intercept. But then I'm also going to target, probably once they're coming out, once the outer bands are coming on shore, target like the southeast eye quadrant, and then once the hurricane is impacting, try and target the northeast eye quadrant, and then maybe get an eye wall intercept as well, even though the eye is probably going to be pretty messy. I don't think we're going to have a classic eye where you can see above it and stuff. I think it's probably going to be a pretty messy eye wall. But that's kind of my plans for tomorrow. I definitely got to go find places to ride this out. Also get away from the ocean, obviously, because I am terrified of water, honestly. Storm surge and flooding terrifies me the most with hurricanes. I'm not really worried about the winds per se. You can pretty much, like, when you're in a spot, you can pretty much gauge what's around you that is going to be a potential flying impact for you. Where with the storm surge and flooding, you can be on a road, think you have an escape route and whatnot, and your escape route can flood before your road floods, and then you're SOL basically. So the flooding can also happen pretty quickly. Thankfully with this storm, I mean, storm surge is always a problem, especially with all these ports here on the Texas coastline. So flooding, I think we're going to have more of an inland flooding issue as well. Thankfully, I haven't checked the tidal wave, like what wave pattern we're in. I don't think we're in a high right now, obviously, because the water is really calm, which once again, I'll show you that here in a second. The water is super calm right now, so we'll see what that's like tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow, I do plan to do a live stream, at least one live stream. I'm not for sure on timing yet, just because I'll have to wake up and kind of figure out a game plan and stuff. But like I said, just finding higher elevation, basically, finding sturdier structures to potentially take shelter in, and also just try and get some pre-hurricane footage. I know in this town here, I drove by it, and there's a lot of places boarded up. I only saw one or two people working on boarding up more things, so it seems like they already have a lot of prep work done. But I'll probably go around looking for footage of that tomorrow, and then as well as getting footage of the eye wall, outer eye wall bands, the outer bands coming onto shore and stuff. So we'll definitely do at least 1 or 2 streams tomorrow, and then during those streams we'll do updates like I'm doing now as well. Once again, I'm not looking at chat right now because I'm just trying to focus on my words and this stuff. But once again, please ask questions if you have any. I will eventually get caught back up on chat. If I don't get around to them, my amazing team of mods will definitely get them taken care of. But definitely recommend National Hurricane Center. You can Google it, or you can go directly to nhc.noaa.gov. Tropical Tidbits is another one. I was using that one. And also, I'm going to butcher the spelling of this, but it's Spaghetti Models. This is from Mike's weather page. He's a fantastic guy. I will say this page is not as user-friendly, although I haven't really messed around with this one too much, but as you can see, there's a lot of helpful information right here at your fingertips to use for hurricanes and storms. What people are trying to do. But anyways, let me go ahead and get caught back up on chat. I will switch to full screen me. I will get chat pulled up here so I can, greet some people. I'm sure I've missed a lot of people. But thank you guys just so much for tuning in, hanging out with me this evening. We're going to start cooking some food here very, very shortly because your boy is starving. But yeah, I drove like over 11 hours today and I'm exhausted. So yeah, let me go back to beginning of chat if it'll let me. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to let me go all the way back to the beginning, but it looks like I missed Jim. Hey Will, how's it going, man? Hello Elizabeth. Hello Aaron. Will Beryl impact Alabama in any way, shape, or form? Let me get my phone pulled up so I can also take a look at the official tracking stuff. So it looks like by Wednesday, I mean, there's probably not like southern Alabama, but there's potential for storms as it becomes a tropical depression afterwards with that beeping. Yeah, dude, it drives me crazy too. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up as fast as I can. What's for dinner? That's a great question. Sorry, I am probably so freaking far behind on chat. Which I also need to get this cooking because I don't have ice, but I'm having some sweet and sour chicken, and yeah. So, I'll get that. And I need to, okay, she's already got added. Okay. Yeah, Will, you're exactly right. 12 hours of driving will in fact yes, I am very, very exhausted. I did not get a whole lot of sleep last night either. I slept like crap. And Texas drivers were driving me up the wall earlier. Oh my god. That's a story for another time. Yeah, goofy, weird Tyler. What else is new there? Okay. Could we see rapid intensification with Beryl before landfall? It is a possibility. I don't like the hype and stuff. There has been quite a bit of hype going around regarding Beryl, even when it was near Jamaica, even when it was a Cat 5. People were like, oh, it defied the models, what the models were showing. Okay, yes, that may be true, but with these storms, you also have to look what environment they're in, what environment they're going in. Those environments may not also always show up on the models. Same thing with severe storms, same thing with tornadoes, because there's random significant tornadoes on like 0% tornado threat days, on 2% tornado threat days, and people are like, oh my gosh, the models were so wrong and stuff. Yes, that may be the case, but models have a hard time picking up the smaller scale stuff most of the time. But yes, that is definitely a potential. Even the National Hurricane Center has said that themselves, I believe. Melanie shared that with me earlier. I think if most, depending on what it does tonight and tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier, it is still battling dry air and some shear. I don't think the shear is as much of a problem, but it's battling some dry air. I think that's why we didn't really see the eye wall fully, clear itself out today, is because of that dry air. But there is potential. I think we can maybe squeeze out a Cat 2 out of this at landfall. It really just depends on what it's going to do tomorrow. It's going to have to be watched very, very closely tomorrow, and I'm sure the National Hurricane Center is going to have a lot of updates regarding it. I'm sure the hurricane hunters are going to do lots of flights tomorrow. You know, I haven't heard much about that, but yeah, what Tropical Storm Beryl does tomorrow is going to greatly impact how intense it is at landfall, how much storm surge there is, what the wind speeds will be and stuff. So yeah. Hey Charlene, how's it going? Watching from the Bahamas? Yeah, Melanie is revamping the the merch store greatly. It's needed a revamp for a long time. God, words and me do not get along. Hey Pi, how's it going? I am doing all right. I will be better once I get some food in me and figure out where the hell I'm sleeping tonight and get some rest, because this driving has really wore me out. When will it hit Southeast Missouri? Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Cone again. Answering specific questions like that are kind of difficult sometimes, but once again, according to the National Hurricane Center, I strongly urge everyone to go check that out, get familiar with that site, get familiar with Tropical Tidbits. According to the National Hurricane Center, 1 p.m. Wednesday, Northeast Arkansas, tropical depression, the cone of uncertainty is in Southeast Missouri. It is very, very difficult to answer those specific questions just because of how much the path of these hurricanes change, what they do the previous day, what they do the next day, what they do the night. So it's very, very difficult to answer those kind of specific questions. For those specific kind of questions, I highly recommend to check with your local National Weather Service. Local National Weather Service put out a lot of information. They put out aerial forecast discussions. Sometimes they're long reads and they have mumbo jumbo that that I don't understand sometimes, that the general public definitely won't understand, but that is a great resource. Okay, I was wondering about that Tornado Explorer. I thought, yeah, your logo kind of looked familiar. Okay, I think I'm fully caught up, hopefully. Can somebody send a test comment just to make sure I'm fully caught up? Yeah, that's a great point, Will. Models are predictions. Predictions aren't always correct. So the storm could rapidly intensify, or it could not. Once again, it really just depends on what it's going to do tonight into tomorrow. If it can manage to fight off that dry air, which it has done some crazy stuff. It's fought off like 30 knots of shear in the past. Perfect. Thank you guys. I'm all caught up. Thank you. Really appreciate that. But yes, that's a fantastic point, Will. You know, models nowadays, even forecasters, they do a fantastic job, much better than they did probably even 5 years ago. However, those are not always like 100%. You know, there's always going to be failures. Even with AI stuff, there's failures. Even with humans, there's failures. So yes. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of different models for the hurricanes too. Some of them are outliers. Some of them are, you know, right all in path. But I think one of them on social media today that was getting shared around was showing like a Cat 3. But that is according to my good friend Noah Juno, which he is a pretty much hurricane master at this point. He's chased tons of hurricanes. Wish he could be down here helping me out, kind of. I think it's the Icon model or something. It was predicting a Cat 3, and he told me that is just a terrible model, basically. And so yeah, be careful what you see on social media too. That's why I try and really direct to the official sources, National Hurricane Center, Tropical Tidbits. You know, it is good to share some of the models around. However, just be careful for the pages that, you know, kind of go with your gut feeling. If you think it's hype, it probably is. If you think it's reliable, accurate information, it probably is. Just be weary, because there is a lot of hype around these, especially with it being the first hurricane of 2024. But yeah, this hurricane did crazy stuff earlier on. You know, our earliest hurricane in that area to reach Cat 4 status, earliest hurricane to reach Cat 5. So yes. Do surge predictions include tide charts? That's a great question, Grifter. I'm honestly not for sure on that. Okay, many people thought you were a chaser, so you... Okay, that's cool. I honestly thought you were potentially a chaser at 1.2, so that's good to clear that up. Pi, do hurricanes spur tornadoes when they hit land? Actually, yes. So what's really interesting about hurricanes, you know, obviously storm surge and flooding is a major thing to worry about. Also the damaging winds when the eye wall is impacting. However, you pretty much get all types of events with hurricanes. You get tornadoes, you get quick spin-ups, you get rain, you get wind, you get the eye wall, you get flooding. The only thing you really don't get, I mean, there's really not hail in hurricanes once they impact land. So really the only thing you don't get is snow and blizzards. Which that would be absolutely wild if, you know, hurricanes drop snow and blizzards. But yeah, the outer bands of hurricanes as they're coming on shore, even like the day after, they're prolific tornado producers. So that's something that I might try to chase at some point, although they happen very, very quickly. But yes, great question, Pi. You're welcome, Elizabeth, for the update. Nam3, what up, Max? Nam3K is goated. You know what? We're goated. Yeah, I also saw the Nam3K getting shared today, and I was like, oh my god. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing well, though. On this episode of Factor Cap, hurricane models. But yeah, we'll be starting to work with max velocity here shortly, probably tomorrow at some point. So pretty excited about that. Thank you for subscribing, Kira. Dude, that is wild, absolutely wild. The stuff some people do for clicks, dude. It is wild. I'm sure I've done some crazy, shared some crazy stuff, but I try to be careful. I also try to, like, you know, I'm a very humorous guy, so I try to include humor in it. But yeah, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps out. Please like the stream. Please share the stream with your friends and family and anybody that may live down here for this important update. Please feel free to keep those comments, questions coming. But yeah, we'll have multiple days of continuous live coverage on, once again, currently Tropical Storm Beryl, but it is expected to become a hurricane tomorrow yet again. So we'll have at least one live stream, like I mentioned, tomorrow. And then it really just depends on what happens tomorrow, when the actual hurricane intercept live stream will be. But I'm sure that'll be multiple hours. I'll try to start that a couple hours early as we start getting impacted by the outer bands and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, keep up the comments and the support. I greatly appreciate you guys joining in on this adventure and stuff. Greatly helps out the channel, and I hope to see a lot of you guys for the actual hurricane coverage over the next couple days. The shape of shoreline also affects wave height. Yep. Yeah, we have a great group of people here, so thanks for joining, everybody. Okay, now that that's kind of over with, once again, continue to ask questions if you have any. Please, just because I'm about to cook some food does not mean you have to stop with the questions or whatever. The mods can try their best, and I will eventually get to questions as well. But I desperately need to heat up some food. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all started. I will show you guys the ocean real fast. Let me see if I can monitor this on my phone, because I don't really know what I'm pointing at. But yeah, we are at the ocean, or at least a port. I don't know if this is technically considered the ocean or not. Alright, so there is the port, Lavaca, I guess that's how it's pronounced. But yep, we got some people fishing. There's like a concert back over. There's a concert back over that way. We got a 5-gallon gas thing in case we need to use it. Tried to fill up away from these towns, because they need the gas more than I do, especially if they need to evacuate or anything. I think there's actually some other storm chasers here as well. But let me go ahead and get this set up so I can cook some food, because your boy is starving. I have not ate all day long. So, shoot. Bear with me as I try and get this camera to work. There we go. I'm probably gonna get some weird looks from people, but what do I care? I wonder if I can extend this out even further if I don't mess anything up. Nope. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, so. Okay. Get this pan heated up. Let me try to get caught back up on some chats as well. I really just need to grab my iPad. Yeah, it's really calm right now, actually. It's really beautiful. We'll be sitting down to eat this at the same time. Sweet! Pizza, pizza. Alright, later, Tornado Explorer. Hey, Big M, how's it going? Thanks for joining. The hurricane does have the potential to impact in this area. Also, Max, if you're still watching, prepare to see this luscious, whatever you want to call this, cooked food on streams quite often. I don't know if you've ever watched my streams before, but yeah, we do a lot of weird stuff on here. Well, kind of weird, funny, whatever you want to classify it as. So yeah, Max, if you're still watching, I'm just saying, be prepared. You may never know what you're gonna see on one of my streams. Just ask Evan too. Evan's seen some probably pretty wild stuff. Actually, just gonna let that chicken start cooking for a little bit. Should probably go get my tongs. But once again, guys, please keep the questions rolling if you have any. Do my best to get to them, or the mods can take care of it, or try their best. Oh, we do have multiple Tonys in here. What up, Tony gang? Yeah, now we're on the Culinary Chase channel. You know, I wish I was eating steak rather than this garbage, but, yeah. Yeah, this is gonna cook so fast. It's already kind of getting a little crispy. Actually can turn down the heat for once. It's not, 50-mile-per-hour winds preventing me from a good, hot, steady flame. We got the sweet and sour sauce. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Oh yeah, this heat is going. Hey, thank you so much, Tony, for gifting 5 memberships. Hey, Blondie got one. Hey, Evan got one. Thank you so much, Tony. Scottish Tony. I would try doing a Scottish accent, but I'm terrible. And you and your country would probably be so ashamed of me. Now you gotta become green, Tony. If you're getting green for other people, you gotta become green yourself. It's only mandatory. It's only right. Pi thinks steak is overrated. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, Pi. I can no longer talk to you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. And we're probably gonna start joking around a little bit more here soon as we cook. At least I got majority of you know, an update regarding the Tropical Storm Beryl right now out of the way. So if you happen to be late tuning into this, we did kind of cover it at the beginning. I do not want to take away the seriousness of Tropical Storm Beryl or the potential impacts on the Texas coastline tomorrow. Like I said, continue to ask questions if you have them. I got to cook myself some food. I've been driving for over 12 hours, so I hope you guys can understand that. We will get back to the seriousness here in a little bit. And like I said, if you guys have any questions whatsoever about Tropical Storm Beryl, soon to become Hurricane Beryl again, please do not feel free or do not hesitate to ask them. My mods can try their best, my amazing team of mods. Thank you, mods. But once I you know, get done with this, I will do my best to kind of do another overview of what's going on with Hurricane Beryl and stuff, or Tropical Storm Beryl, sorry. I'm just so used from it when it was a hurricane. We'll do my absolute best. So yeah, do not want to take away this from the seriousness of this situation, of these people's homes, lives, properties, businesses, and whatnot. I think we'll just call you King at this point. King Tony? Or your name was, you told us what your name actually meant. It's King Bud or something like that. Kiera, that's a great question. I'm not for sure. I just have that turned on so we can prevent spammers and stuff. It's just an added layer of protection for myself, the mods, and every member of the Discord. And thank you, Tony. I did see that pop up. Thank you for becoming a member yourself. Heck yeah. Welcome, welcome. What am I cooking? I am cooking sweet and sour chicken out of a bag. I'll show it here in a second. Yeah, and also please join the Discord as well. We do have tons of channels available, but we have the weather discussion channel, which has, you know, had the hurricane discussion and whatnot in there for a couple days. Actually, you know what? The Legend Proxima gave me a table that I need to try setting up, and we can do this a lot better. So give me just a second. So your boy here has to try figuring out how to set up this table as well. This could be great, or it could be an utter disaster. I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess this will work. Look, I'm having a little date with myself. Okay, here's my spork. And I'll turn this off, try not to burn the crap out of myself. Trying to, yeah, that's kind of hot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'll do it one-handed. But I also don't burn the table down as well. Sorry, it is getting a little dark. Let me see if I can get I have a light that I can use as well. Okay, there we go. That might help out a little bit. See if I can not burn this table down though. Get our sweet and sesame chicken, or sweet and sour chicken. Ow. Do I think it'll flood right where I am? Absolutely. Absolutely, Ken. There's a port right here. I see no reason why this area would not flood. That's pretty good. I do want it kind of crispy though. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, another 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Tony. This one's for you. Pizza pies. Tony coming in clutch. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Welcome to the Moo Crew. Once again, guys, keep the questions coming if you have them. We're getting this cooking food out of the way. My body desperately needs food, so. Will any moisture head to the southwest? I am actually not for sure on that one. I want to say probably unlikely, but a lot of that depends on like the high and low pressure systems. But yeah, once again, for all the new people that may be tuning in, please feel free to subscribe, like the stream, share the stream with others, share my channel with others. Once again, we will be out for the next few days, providing live hurricane coverage. Tropical storm, well, it's currently Tropical Storm Beryl, but you know, live hurricane coverage tomorrow, Monday, potentially even Tuesday. So yes, please subscribe. Greatly helps out the channel too. You know, my next big goal that I want to hit is 10,000. And honestly, a big reason for wanting to hit 10,000 as well is because once you hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can do official fundraisers directly through YouTube for you know, a lot of different organizations. And Team Rubicon is definitely one of those that I want to provide that coverage for, or fundraiser for at some point. I would like to try and partner up with Team Rubicon at some point. I did personally volunteer with them. You know, not for sure when my first assignment or task will be with them, but yeah, 10K will be a big monumental milestone for me. I think we have something planned for 10K. I don't remember what it was, but we do have something, a 10K subscriber special planned somewhat, if Melanie or something remembers, but and then also, you know, just due to the severity of the situation as well, I don't want to, you know, try self-promoting too much and stuff. But this donation from Ellen kind of reminded me of that. So thank you so much, Ellen, for that PayPal donation. It really means a lot to me. But you know, what I'm out here trying to do and stuff, provide this information, provide the coverage, whether it's hurricanes, blizzards, tornadoes, fires, floods, whatever it may be. You know, it costs me a lot with gas, data cost. I have over $200 a month in data cost alone. Gas is quite a bit to get me from point A to point B. And I understand the economy is difficult for a lot of people and stuff. Once again, I'm not trying to take away from these people that are soon going to be impacted and stuff. Down the road, once I grow further and stuff as well, I do have somewhat of a plan to try and help out more with disaster relief, help people out, tell their stories and stuff like that. However, I'm just not in a position yet with where the channel's at, with where my growth is at, with where my money is at and stuff, to do that yet. But I definitely have big aspirations, big plans for stuff like that. Thank you, Tony, for that so much. But yeah, I understand the economy is rough for everybody and whatnot, so if you are able to donate and help out, donation links, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that fun stuff, greatly helps out. Super Chats as well. Okay, I think my food is pretty much done at this point, as a car parks next to me. I was gonna go on more of a rant, but, well, not rant, but topic about that, but obviously a vehicle pulled up next to me. I'll show you guys this delicious sweet and sour chicken. They're pretty dang good. Once again, if Proxima's in here, maybe Proxima's lurking. Thank you so much for the table and the fan. The fan is definitely going to get used tonight. But thank you so much for the table. This table is greatly going to help out. Already has. Got a little warm, but not bad. Look at that. And then it packs up really nicely. I'll give that just a little bit to cool off. Thankfully, these do not take very long to cool off at all. But I'm going to start putting some stuff away, so I have less to do here in a bit. Let me get this camera all situated here. But yeah, keep the questions coming if you got them. Please do not hesitate with more questions. If I can get this light to stay up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Okay, there we go. Okay, get the iPad here. Trying my best here. It's muggy. It's muggy. I wouldn't really say it's hot. It's humid and muggy where I'm at, but I'm literally right next to a port. Make sure I didn't get any. Oh, I did get some. Thank you, Christopher, for the $5. Really appreciate that. Sorry if I missed any others as well. While I try and get this updated. 07 08 2024. So thank you guys for that type of support. Whew, I am sweaty though. It's gonna be a humid, a humid night of sleeping, but thankfully Proxima got me that really good fan too. It's gonna help out and keep me cool tonight. Yes, I'm in Port Lavaca. Update, the location on the bottom of the screen is up to date and accurate. Hey Christian, what's up, man? But yeah, anyways, I won't give too much of a preview into my ideas for down the road with helping out more. But I do definitely want to get more involved in disaster relief myself. I know there's a lot of organizations already out there, which I do want to, like I said, I do want to help support Team Rubicon. I think they do a lot of amazing work. However, you know, I kind of want to do my own thing as well, help directly rather than, I mean, I still want to help out other organizations, but I want it to be like my own little thing, our community's own little thing. You guys help me directly help out others, basically. But that's about as far as I will share on that, because a lot of details have to be ironed out on that, obviously. But, you know, obviously, I am crowdfunded, so you guys help keep me out here. And I try to do a lot of other things as well. When we're not chasing severe weather, when we're not chasing hurricanes, when we're not chasing floods, when we're not chasing blizzards, winter storms, whatever it may be. You know, last week I went up to Devil's Tower. I took you guys on the stream for that. I went to Mount Rushmore. I want to get to Yellowstone at some point. And I want you guys to experience that along with me. But unfortunately, you know, money does not grow on trees, so the help is greatly appreciated. Yeah, that table worked out great. We love Proxima. Proxima is the goat. I believe we had that on. Yeah, we had that on my Amazon wish list, so it's on Amazon. CT Port Lavaca was literally just like the closest thing that I could kind of find for the moment that had water view, basically. It's not necessarily the best position. It's just kind of the area I'm going to hang out for tomorrow. However, it is in the at the last National Hurricane Center update, it was in the path of the eye. This place is, so that is also why it is, you know, not a bad location to kind of start out. Then somebody asked, Pizza Pies, what's the plan for tomorrow? Yeah, once again, the plan for tomorrow is kind of enjoy the ocean. I've never seen the Gulf of Mexico this close. So try to enjoy that. Go around, look for footage, like pre-hurricane impact footage to try and sell to my media broker to try and make up some funds for this as well, because I do have a media broker and I do try and make media sales. I have been featured on the Weather Channel, NBC, ABC, AccuWeather, Fox Weather, pretty much every major platform I've had footage featured on. So that's another one of my goals while I'm out. And I'll do a public live stream at some point tomorrow. you know, just kind of waiting for the hurricane, do another update, because there will be plenty of updates tomorrow. And once again, what the hurricane, or what the tropical storm does tonight, and what the tropical storm Beryl does tomorrow is going to greatly impact the intensity at landfall, where landfall may occur, how strong, how bad the flooding may be, all of that fun stuff. So definitely give you guys another update, and just keep everybody up to date as well. Once again, I highly recommend National Hurricane Center, nhc.noaa.gov, as well as Tropical Tidbits and Spaghetti Models. But that's kind of the tentative game plan for tomorrow. No, this is by Houston. Also, Tony, I think merch ships overseas. I think. Hey, Dogman, how's it going? Freaking bugs. But yeah, there will be at least one live stream tomorrow. Yeah, my brain is finally going back to normal function, kind of. Well, as normal as my brain can get after eating some food. Let me finish up this food, and I will definitely give one last update on Tropical Storm Beryl before wrapping this up. But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Of course, thank you for those generous 10 gifted subs, as well as that donation. It greatly helps out. Yeah, normal. And then, of course, thank you, Christopher and Ellen, for those donations. Greatly, greatly help out, trust me. Any amount, small or large, helps out. So, whew, I'm almost done with this food, and we'll get back to the seriousness, give another update before wrapping this up. I still gotta find somewhere to sleep, but I really appreciate everybody. I believe I have the greatest community on YouTube, one of the greatest communities. I know I need to quit talking. So another 5, thank you so much. Holy moly. Holy moly. I know if I would just shut my fat mouth, I could eat faster, get to the hurricane coverage again, tropical storm. But if you haven't been on my channel either, get used to this yip yapping. I'm like kind of an introvert, but when it's online, it's a lot different, so. Woo, I'm getting full though. But yeah, this is the Storm Chaser life as well. Cooking food like this. I have plenty of cans of SpaghettiOs with meatballs. I eat those pretty frequently. I eat them straight out of the can. Tuna. But it's eating stuff like that. It's sacrificing. You know, I hardly ever stay in hotels. I sleep in the back of my vehicle. It's where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. I have a pretty comfy setup. But some of us storm chasers make a lot of sacrifices to try and save as much money as we can. I also need to try changing my oil tomorrow at some point too. I have pretty much all the supplies for it. That's another thing. My oil desperately needs changed. But yeah, it's not all butterflies and rainbows for some of us storm chasers, like some of you guys might think. It's very physically exhausting, you know, driving over 12 hours today, waking up early, sacrificing sleep, losing sleep, sacrificing friendships, family, relationships, all that stuff. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's mentally exhausting too. It can be really frustrating at times. It can be really rewarding at times. But most of the time there's probably more hardships than there is successes and whatnot, and it's difficult. But hold on. Whew. Okay. Let me get my iPad plugged back in too. I already got freaking bugs in here. Whew. Yeah, it's difficult. It's extremely difficult. Yeah, you like my channel? Yeah, I like my channel too, because I never know what I'm going to do either. I literally play day by day, moment by moment. Anyways, yeah, I think you guys get that. Some of us make a lot of sacrifices. But this is my major passion in life. I've had a major passion for just weather overall since like middle school. And yeah, this is what I want to do with my life, and here I am. Okay. Any more questions on this hurricane? Let me make sure that this iPad setup is working again. And we'll do one last look. So I got like bugs flying into my nose now. Okay. Could you tell the, hold on. Could you tell the newbies a bit about your background in chasing? Yeah, I definitely can. Great question. I started storm chasing in 2018. I didn't kind of become like hardcore-ish till like 2021 probably. I mean, I've told this story multiple times, but we probably have a lot of new people on tonight, so I think this is a good time to take away from covering the tropical storm stuff. Thankfully, there's not any major updates. It's not super urgent that we continue to cover it, so I think this is a great breaking point for all those new folks that may want to get to know me more on a personal level right now. Obviously, I've already opened up quite a bit some. That's just kind of who I am. But yeah, started storm chasing in 2018. As a kid, I was deathly afraid of lightning and thunder. Would have to run and hide to my mom anytime there was lightning and thunder and whatnot. It wasn't until about middle school, high school, definitely high school, but probably about middle school till I really started to take an interest in severe weather. The show Storm Chasers on Discovery Channel came out, and that really sparked my interest in them. Because my best friend and I, Tristan, aka Beavis, because him and I are Beavis and Butthead, but that's besides the point. Him and I really watched a lot of Discovery Channel, the Storm Chasers show. We watched Reed Timmer back then had his TVN network. We watched live Storm Chasers on there. We would be in classes. We actually got in trouble quite a few times for watching them. And then as I started to watch them more, I was like, wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. Like, storms are unfortunately damaging and deadly, and you know, cause a lot of harm and stuff, but at the same time they're extremely beautiful. More times than not, a tornado is going to occur out in an open field. Unfortunately, us as a population, we continue to just build and build and build, and then we cry wolf when things get hit. But that's because we're building in Mother Nature's territory. But anyways, that's a little side tangent. So yeah, the last 3 years or so, I've taken what a lot of us storm chasers that can't do this full time, we call them chasecations, where if you're at a job that you get paid time off, you take however much paid time off that you're able. Or in my case, I took unpaid time off a lot of the times, or actually every time, and just chased for 1 to 2 weeks out of the year, and then had to go back to a real job and whatnot. So I probably should have tried this 3 years ago, honestly, 3 to 4 years ago, trying this full time, back when I didn't have as many bills and responsibilities and all that jazz. But in those moments of my life, it's complicated, it's difficult. At those moments of my life, you know, for a lot of different reasons, I didn't sacrifice a lot of what I have sacrificed now to make this a possibility. But I have lived with extreme what if and regrets regarding a lot of different things over the past three to 4 years. I mean, weather is my main passion in life. It's what really drives me. It's a big, huge part of my personality. Like, I wouldn't really have a personality if it wasn't for weather, honestly. It's who I am. Every day for the past, God, 5 years, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, if I have at least some bit of spare time, I am looking at, especially if the weather's ongoing, but I am looking at radar. I'm looking at what a storm is doing. I am looking at who is on it. I'm watching for live streams and stuff. So the more I continue to chase, you know, that urge, that hunger, that drive, just got so much where it just kept eating at me. It ate at me so much. And, you know, I was in a career that I was not happy with, that did not satisfy me. And so, yeah, I made the decision to quit my full-time job and live out my dreams. Literally chase my dreams, chase my passion. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I've had tremendous growth, and you know, I've developed a fantastic community that's there for me. Not necessarily the storms. I mean, it's always great to get storms and stuff, but I have a community that's there for me, that wants to see me and stuff, and that means the world to me. But yeah, I have a lot of big goals. I have a lot of aspirations. It's difficult at times because I do have a lot of imposter syndrome. I do compare myself to others. I get down on myself. That's one of the mentally challenging aspects of all this. There's a lot more to my story, but what's been done has been done, basically. So I don't want to get that personal. That's besides the point. But I've sacrificed and I've lost a lot to make this happen, and it sucks, but this is who I am. This is what I want to do with my life. Other jobs do not satisfy me. I am miserable. My mental health is so bad when I've been at previous jobs. It's not what I wanted to do. Weather is my passion. Storm chasing is my passion. Seeing Mother Nature at her worst and at her best. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back into hurricane coverage before I start to cry. Because it does get very emotional at times, like I said. And I was not really expecting to kind of open up on a stream like this. And once again, I really don't want to take away from the impacts of this tropical storm. You know, thankfully it still has about a day and a half before it's actually making landfall or significant impacts to these people in these communities. So I will also get caught back up on comments here in a second as well. I don't have a great way to do both of these. So yeah, as of 7 p.m. tonight, it is currently still a tropical storm, Tropical Storm Beryl. Maximum sustained winds are at 60 miles per hour. The movement is northwest at 13 miles per hour. By 1 p.m. Sunday, you know, it's going to be maybe 100 miles or so, if that, off the Texas coastline. As of right now, once again, this is going to change a lot, but as of right now, 1 a.m. Monday, that's when landfall is predicted, right around in this area. So a little bit northeast of Corpus Christi. Most impacts, hardest hit areas are definitely going to be here if this track remains on point, and then northeast of here, basically right up along the coastline, following to the northeast, basically, if that makes sense. And then by 1 p.m. Monday, it's supposed to forecast to become yet a tropical storm as it moves north from here. And then it's expected to curve up towards Louisiana, Arkansas, and eventually up towards the Ohio Valley, even up towards Illinois and Indiana. So multiple states will probably get some sort of rain, some sort of storms next week from this system as it moves throughout the United States. Let's go ahead and take a look at tropical tidbits yet again. Fantastic sight again. If you guys are interested in hurricanes, if you're interested in following along with this hurricane, with this storm chase for the live coverage hurricane, highly suggest Tropical Tidbits. Fantastic website, super user-friendly, super easy to navigate. There's a lot you can check out on it, like I mentioned earlier. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff on here. Once again, this site shows some of the information as well, although it does not have the winds in miles per hour. Actually, let me go back over to Radar Omega because things should be fully loaded by now. As it's gonna have to load again. So 1 second. I really want to show Radar Omega, the satellite on Radar Omega with the track and everything. I just love it. It's awesome. You can see the cities, super high depth view. But yeah, as you can tell, Tropical Storm Beryl is struggling. However, this may be signs, that could be signs of redevelopment within that section of the eye wall over there. You can kind of still make out the eye, just not as predominant, because a couple days ago, you know, this was all orange and red and pretty colors and stuff. But yeah, love Radar Omega for this type of stuff, because you can see, you can turn on a bunch of different overlays. You can see the storm track, the hurricane track, the cone. But yeah, as of right now, the eye is basically expected to go right over this area that I'm in. Once again, I'll probably play the southeast eye quadrant as some of those outer bands are coming to shore, and then as the hurricane is impacting, probably along in this area somewhere, and then northeast eye quadrant. Kind of want to avoid Houston because there could be some significant flooding that occurs for Houston. But yeah, originally I was going to go down to Corpus Christi, but really there's not a need now, as this area was closer, and obviously that track. Oop, I'm making a stick man. I accidentally made a stick man. As this track is going to go right over this area, because if I turn on my location for here, we're in the basically where the eye should go right over. So yeah, probably won't have to move too far. Once again, this tropical storm is really going to have to be watched tomorrow, but once again, the reasons why it's been struggling is it's been battling some dry air that's trying to wrap around the whole storm, I believe. And it's also been battling some shear. Sorry if I'm not 100% on some of this stuff. I'm still learning hurricanes a lot. I know some pretty basic stuff to look for, but when it comes to shear and stuff like that, I'm clueless, but I am always eager to learn. But yeah, let me make sure that there's no questions and whatnot, that I haven't missed any of those, because I definitely want you guys to ask questions, and I need to get caught back up on chat after a little tangent and whatnot. So let me go ahead and try doing that. Actually, let me switch back to full screen because I'm going to have to go back to the YouTube application for that, as it closed out of YouTube as well. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping this up here shortly because I got to go figure out where I'm staying tonight, where I'm actually going to be sleeping. Okay, let me try and figure out where I left up on chat. Okay, there we go. Do I think it'll be a Cat 2 at Landfall? I'm not going to say with 100% for certain, yes or no. Once again, it really just depends on what it does tomorrow. That's why I kind of just like to look at the real-time data. Obviously, models are helpful for predicting where it may go, but those change ever so often. You know, like just a couple days ago, probably 2 days ago, you know, many forecasters, even the National Hurricane Center, based on what models were saying and stuff, you know, thought this was going to be a landfall mainly along the Mexico-Texas border, not even a full-on United States landfall. So things change so much. That's why it's great to focus on the real-time data as well. And that's why I just want to emphasize, that's why we really have to watch it tomorrow to see what it does. If it clears out a lot of that dry air, if it doesn't have as much shear that it's battling, this thing could go undergo rapid intensification as it approaches the Texas coastline. But there is a possibility. Once again, just be careful with the hype. If you see something that looks outrageous on social media, it most likely is. Just try to follow your gut on that. Unfortunately, with hurricanes and just storms in general, there is a lot of hype that goes around. So be really careful. That's why I kind of don't like to... Sometimes I don't really like to answer those kind of speculation questions. I mean, that one's not super out in left field or right field or whatever. That one's actually a reasonable one. But I always try and keep it real. No hype, no panic. If you live in this area, know anybody in this area, obviously you guys have probably gone through hurricanes before. You should have a plan. You know, going into tomorrow, it's past the time to prepare. It is, or it's time to take those action plans. You know, if you live in this area and stuff, heed all evacuation warnings. It's not worth risking your life over. I know it's kind of hypocritical because I drove over 12 hours to come down here, but yeah, that's besides the point, because us storm chasers can be pretty hypocritical. But yeah. Ow. Stupid mosquitoes. Okay, that's how this night is gonna go. I'm gonna get eaten up by mosquitoes. That's fun. I'm actually gonna roll up the window, turn on the air for a little bit, because I do not want to get eaten up by mosquitoes. I need to clean up my mess. Yeah, that's true, Melanie. I did not have, sorry, I'm really far behind on chat. Did not have the crew and team that I did back then than what I have now. Yeah, this just huge shout out to the team, the crew that we have. Amazing team of mods. Just amazing team of people that we have here. So many of them, I mean, all of them, you know, sacrifice their time, their schedules, their family, and whatnot to help me out. So I know in the past I have not thanked them enough, but I think I seriously have, along with one of the best communities on YouTube, the best team of mods on YouTube. Really appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, like literally I just could not do this without them as well. A lot of this growth that I have experienced is because of them and all of their hard work that they do behind the scenes. The storm looks like a post-Yucatan disaster right now. Yeah, it was looking pretty good this earlier today, but God, now it is. Yeah, it's not looking great. It looks like it might be trying to do something funnier or whatnot. So do I expect a lot of tornadoes in Houston? Not for sure. That's kind of a big speculation question, JBG, because the track is still going to change quite a bit from right now up until landfall. So that is it's too far out to speculate, and we don't know what the outer bands are going to look like. You know, that's something that's going to have to be forecasted the day of, pretty much. But yeah, definitely on the northeast and north side of the storm, that has the potential, and with the way it's looking as of right now, at least, the northeast outer bands and stuff are going to be towards Houston, east of north and northeast of here, or east northeast of where I'm at currently. So Pizza Pies, any tropical systems out there after Beryl? There was at one point, let me go back to National Hurricane Center, which this is something that anybody can go check for themselves as well. On the homepage of National Hurricane Center, they have any potential developments, so less than 40%, 40 to 60%, and over 60%. They have listed any depressions, any storms, any hurricanes, and so yeah, it is clear. Nothing as of right now after Beryl. Once again, highly recommend National Hurricane Center and Tropical Tidbits. Anybody can go look at this information themselves. Appreciate the question. But this is one way for you guys to not have panic and fear. If you see something on social media, you can go verify some of this information yourself. Anybody can go to this site. I know you guys are seeing the screen, but any one of you can go to this site and within 3 seconds verify that there's nothing behind this, that there's no other storm. If there's being hype and panic about it, you guys can go verify. Super, super simple. So, great question though. Because I have sweet blood. Yeah, after I ate sweet and sour chicken, apparently. Ooh, dryer sheets. Fortunately, Dollar Tree or Generals are probably closed by now, and I don't even know where the closest one is. Yeah, Max is great too. My good friend Evan is another fantastic one. You know, he does about the same as what Max does. Both of them do fantastic work, each in their own ways. I've worked with Evan a lot in the past. We're not working together as much so anymore, but I still want to work with him. But yeah, we'll be working with Max Velocity a lot going forward. But yeah, Evan Freiberger or Max Velocity. Two, you know, weather YouTubers, live coverage weather streamers that I can highly recommend, that are accurate, reliable, and, you know, devote a lot of time and resources to helping, at least from afar, helping get the word out about what's going on, help share critical information for people, communities, businesses, livelihoods that will be impacted by, unfortunately, Mother Nature's wrath at times. So, two people that I can highly recommend. Yeah, Mel is the real MVP. Let's, I mean, each mod has their own specialties. Not to take away from what any of the other mods do, but Melanie is called my chaos coordinator for a reason. Her and I are super similar. You know, she'll message me with a thought and I'll be like, huh, I was just thinking that, literally about to message you. Just things like that. Melanie does so freaking much for me. Even on a personal level, not even with the storm chasing level. She is basically a second mom to me. Just does so much. Once again, not to discredit what all the other mods do, because all the other mods, you know, they do a lot as well. It's not a one-man show here. It's not a one-mod show here. All of the mods, each in their own way, do incredible work. And once again, definitely could not do any of this without them. So, yeah, hopefully Melanie can finish getting up that merch store revamped, because I haven't touched it in forever. That's another thing that Melanie has been working extremely hard on, just today alone and stuff. See you later, roar! Roar! Hope to see you the next couple days. So sleep well. Hey Melissa, how's it going? But yeah, get your last minute questions in, and I'm gonna wrap this up. hopefully within the next 3 minutes or so, because I desperately need to go figure out where to sleep, and this place is clearing out quite a bit. I don't think it closes till 11, but you know, I want to be safe, and I want to get to a relatively good sleeping spot. I don't even know what's in this area. Never been here before. But yeah, once again, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, as there will be at least one stream tomorrow. For the members, I'll try and have something. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do a members only stream. I would love to, but for the members, a lot of what I used to do for members only in the past, I'm going to try doing more so for the public, just so the channel can continue to grow, and it'll be more of like more behind the scenes stuff, more of the goofier stuff that'll be for members only. So I hope you guys understand, but we're gonna try changing up some things so the channel can hopefully continue to greatly grow. And you know, I hope to hit 10K here relatively shortly. That would be absolutely awesome if I could hit 10K. We could hit 10K, because you know, you all are a big part of this. So yeah, if we could hit 10K over this weekend, and we'll have to figure out what we had planned for the 10K special, because I know we had something. It's going to be something stupid and funny, because once again, if you're a newcomer on here, I try to entertain a lot when there's not serious stuff going on. There's no need to always have a stick up your butt, so to speak, when it comes to weather stuff. Yes, it's important to be serious in the correct moments, but yeah, we like to have a lot of fun. I'm a child at heart, even though I'm 25 years old. I am a freaking child. I have a mind of a 13-year-old, basically. So we try to pair a lot of humor and stuff, and you know, humor is a great relief mechanism. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining, CT. Yeah, join our Discord as well, especially if you are a member. There's members only Discord rooms in there, so please join the Discord if you are a member, and just link your YouTube account with your Discord. It's pretty easy. If you don't know how to do it, just Google it. There's plenty of articles, plenty of videos, but that is a perk of your memberships. We have a lot of fun on there. Just to warn you, it does get a little hectic and not safe for work at times, because yeah. Hey, thank you, David, for the new sub out of Houston. Hope you stay safe this weekend. Yeah, face reveal. Tim and Brittany are both the shenanigan makers. Yeah, we got absolutely nuts in the members only category. All right, 9:40 is officially when I'm going to end this. 9:40 Central. So yes, please get your last minute hurricane questions answered. I've got to clean the vehicle up a little bit, get my sleeping situation figured out once I figure out where to sleep. But if anybody has any last minute urgent questions and stuff, I will definitely go back over to covering that. Hopefully all you newcomers definitely enjoyed this today, and hope to see you on the coverage this weekend. Should hopefully be a really good time, and yeah, I just appreciate all the new people, as well as the community that we already have. I think a lot of you new people will love this community that we have. A fantastic group of people that are a part of this community. So, oof, almost 4 a.m. You know, there might be a dryer sheet in some of my clothes, maybe, from when they got washed. But yeah, turn on the notification bell. Also, if you join the Discord, we have it set up where there's a YouTube notifications role that does a way better job than YouTube at actually notifying you when I go live or when I post a video. So if that's another way you want to get notified so you don't miss any of these, yeah, great way. 2 minutes. Actually, 1 minute. My car thing is off. Also, once again, before I wrap it up, once again, I really don't want to take away from these people that are going to be impacted and stuff. Hopefully one of these days I can directly help out through your guys' help as well. But if you want to help support me on a monetarily basis, if you're able, unfortunately this is very, very expensive to come out here and provide this coverage for you guys, provide this stuff for you guys, do a lot of this for you guys as well. It's not just for myself. It's sharing different parts of the United States with you all as well. But if you are able, memberships go a long ways each month, do a great way of helping me budget. Once again, I understand everybody's situation is different and the economy is rough for everyone right now. But if you find it in your heart to support a guy like me and whatnot, please feel free to leave super chats, or there's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and yeah, one of these days I've got a good plan that needs hammered down, but one of these days will hopefully start directly assisting other organizations with disaster relief, or I hope to do some sort myself. But yeah, definitely cannot do this without you guys, unfortunately. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. But yeah, if you're not able to support, subscribing to the channel, liking the stream, sharing the stream, chatting, that goes just as long of a ways sometimes as the donations and stuff. But there's merch as well. I also sell fine art prints of my photography work, because I try to do as professional photography as I can, so multiple different ways and stuff. If you want to wear a cool shirt like I wear, if Melanie kept it up. I don't know if she kept it on the store or not, but yeah, you want merch like what I wear and stuff? Merch store. So yeah, we'll get there one of these days with you guys' help. All right, I'm a minute past. I don't see any last minute questions for the hurricane. I will go ahead and just put up the I will show the storm track one last time, because that is actually, you know what I didn't take a look at that I probably should have? Once again, I highly recommend this site, but there is also flash flooding potential. So this is a moderate, at least 40% chance of this flash flooding. Here is peak surge. So about 3 to 5 feet. It's not terrible. 4 to 6 feet. It's about typical with hurricanes. And then you got the warning cone map. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and end on that. But you guys can go take a look for this yourself as well. Mods have already posted a link, probably, well, multiple times, but mods are already probably on top of it. You can read through the key messages. I believe they make this very public worded, so anybody can pretty much read this and pick up on the potential impacts. But yeah, Blondie, thank you, Blondie. You're awesome, Blondie. I really do appreciate you as well. All the mods. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to end that on. All right. Good night, everybody. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, mods. Thank you, community. Just thank you, everybody. Calvin, it's unsure at this time. Houston is in the cone of uncertainty. The hurricane track could still shift more to the east. So if you are in Houston or know anybody in Houston, definitely not out of the woods. If the hurricane keeps this current track that is forecasted, Houston will definitely have some outer bands, and the eastern northeast eye wall section of the hurricane, which is the strongest section of the hurricane, but it is a possibility. Definitely keep your eye tuned to the National Hurricane Center and Tropical Tidbits tomorrow for updates directly from the official source and whatnot. So yeah, if you have any other questions, join the Discord. We will do our best to answer them there. So yeah, good night, everybody. Thank you again for joining. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. Hopefully you'll join Discord, and hopefully we'll see you over there. If not, we will see you tomorrow, whatever time. I may throw up the stream. I'll try to update members first on that, because I am honestly just not for sure. But I'm going to go find somewhere to get some sleep, because I am exhausted. Thank you again for everything, all the support. Great to meet some familiar faces tonight, and hope to continue to see you over the next few days, coming months, and hopefully coming years. So good night, everybody, before I re-yap your ear off even more.